Queue. I think this literally happened like 2 episodes back in this series too.
God, it happens pretty much every time I load it up, and I never learn.
Did you get a chance to look at any of the highlights from that last Nemesis one there with Wally and I?
I haven't seen any yet.
They're in the Quake Champions channel in my Discord there.
Okay.
Some hilarious sound banter. Some just a couple of them are like.
Oh no, I did see those.
I got the most hilarious sound out of Wally with the one peeker play, and I'm very much happy with how my Strog's going down. I'm getting his movement better. I'm getting a lot better with peeker plays. I'm particularly proud of the Strogified 2 where we were kind of LG'd at each other and dropped back behind the cover, and then I launched him off the thing with the peeker and put him in my LG. But the other one where I slid in, whoop, forgot to put the volume down. Oh, god damn it, really? Why do you do this? Thank you. It's even detected, so why did you switch off of it? You fucking douche.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm yelling at my stream. It's decided to, like, the camera decided to fucking yeet itself, even though it clearly read right away. Whoa! Okay. The screen on the stream that I'm watching on my feedback just kind of on all pixelated for a minute. It was like, oh god, did I break it?
No, that's just the computer trying to come to life.
Just trying to put my ugly mug on screen. Now we are in a holding pattern at the moment, as the thing has happened again that happens most of the times when we go to do these episodes. Trauma forgot to check in on his Quake and now has a big ass update we're waiting on.
Hey, would you expect anything else from me?
No.
Exactly. That's why we're here.
This is the man who eats bananas through the peel.
Every day. Even when I make smoothies, boom, full thing in the blender.
And not even fully ripe bananas, we're talking still kind of green.
They're delicious that way. Don't come at me.
They taste like grass. Not banana, they taste like grass. I have legit eaten grass.
I'm talking too green. I'm talking like it's got a little green on both ends, and it's firm.
Even when it's like that, it still kind of tastes like grass. There's still a little like.
No way.
I want it to actually be banana flavored and a little sweet.
I don't know what kind of bananas you've been eating. Because every banana I've had, nice and firm, real solid and scrumptious, alright?
The great banana debate.
The banana debacle. That's my new favorite word right now, debacle.
A debauched debacle about bananas.
I think there have been
maybe that'll be
multiple...
the episode subtitle in this one, as opposed to just organized chaos. The great banana debate.
I'm pretty sure I've made multiple clips and or highlights from my channel in the past few days. All that have like debacle in the name.
So hopefully I'll be finally getting around to doing a Hollow Knight feature soon.
You're gonna play some Hollow Knight on stream?
Yeah, I want to do it like I played a little bit of it beforehand, but I wanted to actually have it be a stream feature.
Mm-hmm.
And give it the full proper kind of unveiling reveal that it deserves because it's a fucking gorgeous game. It's very well crafted.
Oh,
The
yeah.
aesthetic was what drew me in the first place because it was like it's sort of like cutesy Nightmare Before Christmas hack and slash game with bugs. And it was just like, oh, I love it. And I'm seeing more and more in some of the depth in certain things in that. It really drew me in.
Have you played it before?
I played a little bit. I got to that first semi-boss dude, the big fat one that in the armor.
Yeah.
The marshmallow dough guy in the armor that you make him stumble and they come out and he falls. His fat boy comes out and you punch him in the marshmallow head.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got a little bit past him, and then was like, I want to save it for doing it on a stream playthrough. Like, I don't want to have it be another one that I come back to and just kind of show off on stream after I've beaten it. I wanted that one to have a full kind of first experience playthrough on stream. Like a couple of the other ones I did. Some of the other games it's well past that point because they came out a while ago and I've been playing the shit out of them for a while. So now it's just like, hey, I don't think this gets enough love. Here's my playthrough.
Yeah,
Kingdoms of Amalur, for example. Like, I know there's a lot of other people that are on that, but like that was just a thing. Is for the longest period of time, I didn't see, aside from me and my best friend, really anybody who really played the game and enjoyed it that much. And then I started watching some of the YouTube channels dedicated to gaming and stuff like that. And on the Outside Xbox one, the sister channel that covers more than just Xbox stuff, Outside Extra. It's a British show. Ellen was always on about Kingdoms of Amalur. And I was like, yes, I hear you. I am there with you. That game was so underrated, but part of it is because it just dropped in a horrible fucking window. It was squeezed between Skyrim and I'm trying to remember what else the big thing was that dropped at that point in time. There was another big kind of similar RPG from a big name. 2011. Racking my brain trying to remember what the fuck. Anyway, it got squeezed in this fucking terrible window, and coming from a unknown studio, granted, had grabbed a lot of talent. Like the musical theming was done by Grant Kirkhope, the guy who did the fucking music for Banjo-Kazooie. He's a legendary video game music composer. Like, he's genius. So there's a lot of layering and epicness to the sound and little nuances. Like for Banjo-Kazooie, even like all the different levels have their own theme, but there'll be subtle variations on the way that theme plays based on what you're doing. If you're fighting a boss, it kind of speeds up and gets a little bit more frantic. When you go underwater, it gets a little faded and sounds kind of aquatic with like sort of the under the sea sort of sounds.
Yeah, because Banjo-Kazooie was one of the first games to ever do that, right?
Yeah, it was one of the massive things that, like, aside from just having great character and level design and other things like that, just the soundtrack and the noises are very, very immediately iconic and identifiable as that's fucking Banjo-Kazooie if you've ever heard it. That's Grant Kirkhope. That's the sound type that he approaches and the way that his genius works into layering a soundtrack together. It's just a very distinctive, immediate. I'm also gonna try, hopefully, get on my Banjo-Tooie playthrough soon. I want to finish up fucking Retro Machina, because I don't want to try to. I tried to overload, I think, at one point in time where I had a couple different things that I could bounce back and forth of on various days, and then it got a little weird, and I felt like I was all over the place and not making decent progress because I'm trying to vary it up too much. Keep like one kind of sort of game feature per slot with a couple that can double in as extras. Like, for example, this is doubling in as an extra because I'm still going to get the FPS Friday feature slot in with doing some Doom 64, but we've got the also bonus FPS Friday. We're going to have a Quake Champions one. And, the Valheim shit for Thor's Day around inside the feature, all that.
It has been too long since we've had a Quake Day.
Yeah, the last one was a month ago. The last Trauma Trainer QC was a month ago, and that's when I debuted Clutch. It's Anarki.
It's just been a hectic month. But hopefully maybe we can do it a little more consistently.
We've got the Nemesis set to work on too. This more slimmed down type of content, just run the 5 matches dedicated to just 1v1 characters instead of having the full set and being able to roam all over. Wally and I scrapped the third one because I did my visor for it. He's still gonna sub in his ranger for the third one. I'm gonna swap in my Death Knight, which makes more sense because they're both Quake 1 technically. Ranger's the Quake 1 hero and Death Knight is a Quake 1 enemy type. And then my visor, because I had my visor tagged as when we get around to unlocking your Doom finally, I'm going to do a secondary kind of Trauma Trainer QC setup, basically. Training the Trauma Slayer. Work on training your Doom, and I've got a light, a heavy, and a medium set up for that, and the medium was visor.
Yeah.
So as opposed to having him double on other thing, on another playlist, give that to a slot to one of my other characters to kind of show him off, play with him, have him get some screen time. How's she coming?
She is on about 10 gigs. A little more than a third of the way through.
Whoa, almost halfway there. I think you may need to update your RAM.
What do you mean, like slow download?
Yeah. Update your RAM or possibly your internet. Are you on?
I've always had that, but my computer isn't upgradable. I work on a laptop.
All right, fair. Well, I mean, technically you can. Get a new one.
You think I have that kind of money?
How old
my
is the
bank
laptop
account?
you're running on?
2016.
It shouldn't be that terrible.
I mean, it's always been a slow downloader. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff open too.
Have you tried going and fiddling with a couple settings to see if you can optimize a little bit?
Yeah, I've got it pretty much where I can, as well as my internet's not the best.
I was gonna say that was the other thing I was gonna ask. Are you on kind of throttled college and campus internet, basically?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it serves me well for what I need it for, but download speeds kind of suck. Upload speed's great. Download speeds kind of suck.
It's weird because it's usually kind of the other way around a lot of the times. When I've seen, anytime I've seen the test or done the test myself for various things, is upload is usually slightly lower. It'll definitely be why you take so long to load into the match, too.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Because your ping is lower than mine, like by a decent amount, and I don't have high ping, so... It's gotta be just the internet getting bottlenecked somewhere. It might also be just the time frame that you're in too. It could be just a time where a lot of people in, on campus area are using bad internet.
Funnily enough, I don't think it's kind of summer, so there's not many people on the internet, but they don't really change the service amount by the year or around the year, as far as I've found.
No, I wouldn't think they would change the service amount, but basically the idea of just there's less executive functions going on than it's trying to manage. Ideally, it should run a little bit smoother for the functions that it is.
I could see that. But
think of it like Overcooked.
Overcooked?
Yeah, the game basically. If you got, it's you get better results of putting the food out when it's earlier on in the orders a little bit slower and you have more time to try to like watch stuff and put it together.
Oh
Whereas
yeah,
when
I
it's all
remember
flying
doing that.
together and when it's all over the place and you gotta fucking like throw things to each other, like
I fucking love overcooked.
that's basically the euphemism for how the basically kind of throttled college internet works. Is during there's peak hours, right? There's a lot of people that could be using it,
Hmm.
and
I mean,
on average, most people are going to have at least a couple tabs open, doing various things.
I honestly think it's more of my computer though, because it was the same thing when I was back home.
Huh.
I couldn't explain as to why the download speed is so poor, but
Is there any way you could? Because the other thing is you can overclock the CPU and shit too, right?
it overheats the computer.
Well, yeah, you have to compensate, but
Yeah, I'd have to crack it open and put in some cooling gel, which I don't feel comfortable enough to do.
fair. But yeah, I just figured it was like I know a couple options. I'm not insane, like I'm not like a hacker or anything, but I know a couple things that can be done with it. Eventually, there will be duels.
One day or another.
Alright, I'm gonna like ping you a bunch to just make sure you have it downloaded on Steam so it auto updates.
Yeah, no, that would be great. But once it's on, I mean, I'm installing it on Steam right now, so once that's
Okay.
done, it'll be fine.
Was that part of what the thing was too? Is it was like, hey, we've migrated now. We're gonna start sending
Yeah,
stuff over.
yeah, I didn't have it on Steam yet. That's the main thing.
Yeah, whenever Deus ends up hopping on next, she's gonna have to migrate hers too, which is probably definitely gonna necessitate what Quake was already kind of pushing at, the RAM upgrade for her computer, because it's basically the only thing that it's kind of lacking in.
When was the last time Deus played?
A while back. She hasn't done a whole lot of streams lately. I've been trying to kind of like remind her a little bit, like, hey, if you can, when you feel up to it here and there, like, don't forget you do have the stream channel, and like that. Yes, it seems like stress, and it can be somewhat stressful to manage things, but it can also be kind of stress, sort of just releasing all of the dumb bullshit by just playing games and being a jackass on the internet.
Yeah.
And not like the bad kind of jackass, just kind of funny, insane.
Oh yeah. The good kind of jackass. The kind of jackass we all aspire to be. Huh.
I still feel like really stupid that it took me the longest time to actually like fully click on that, because my brain was just like, no man, this came out fucking like 20 years later, pretty much. It's a follow up to Quake 3. No, this is a prequel to Quake 3. It's set before. There are there are a bunch of characters in.
There's an order?
Yeah, oh, sort of. Quake 1 was like started at Quake 2 isn't exactly related. It's very loosely related. It's kind of a different game. Like it wasn't originally supposed to be a Quake game. It was something else, a side project that they were developing. And then one of the guys who was part of the team of creating the original Quake. The original Quake is kind of like very dark and gothic and eldritch and Lovecraftian, like medieval Lovecraftian feel. Quake 2 is very. It feels a lot like it's kind of cherry picked out of other id franchises. Like, it's still a fantastic game. I just finished playing through it. because I only played a little bit way back when it came out, and then didn't get back around to it. So I just finished playing back through it because it's available on Steam for like $6.
Yeah.
It's still fantastic. Quake 4 follows more or less the same storyline, but more nuanced, more coherent. It like has more to it, and uses the Doom 3 engine. Quake and feels a little bit more like in line with what the franchise that the original Quake started. It's got a little bit more of a dark and a kind of spooky feel to it, even though it's still dealing with like the Strogg, which are sort of like the id version of the Borg from like Strogg is a Strogg, right? Like he's a
Strogg is a Strogg. All right.
yeah. The Strogg is they just called him that because that's the race that he is. Strogg is the enemy that you start fighting, and it's more sci-fi bent, weird kind of. Anarki would almost pass for a Strogg, to be honest.
All right.
He's with the aggressive level of kind of cyberpunky stuff he went in. If like the other way, lores of shit of Quake ended up connecting in the world sense, I feel like the cyber transhumanism punk thing that Anarki, and I'm sure there was other people that were like him in terms of the lore, would have sided with the Strogg in the Strogg War against the Earth government forces. That's just an interesting note. But Quake 3 is like this one where it's just there's more. They put more story and lore a little bit of this one, and pulling all the different champions because they pulled some other ones from different pieces of Quake lore. Obviously, like Strogg, they pulled from some of the other Strogg things to bring in that. Athena is a representation of a different type of troop from Quake 2. But Quake 3 was back in like 1999. It was one of the launchers of arena first-person shooters as a genre. 3 days beforehand, I thought it was like a year or so beforehand, Unreal Tournament came out. But even Unreal Tournament had based the idea off of the original Quake's kind of deathmatch thing and just some of the modes that expanded out of there.
Okay.
So they're kind of loosely off on the Aether. It's weird. The Quake lore is pretty fucking weird. It got scattershot all over the place. There was one of the people left basically between the time of Quake 1 and Quake 2. So and took a lot of his notes with him. So they didn't really have a coherent idea of Quake 2. And Carmack, one of the main guys for id Software, had this idea that he'd kind of been running with anyways. So they just rolled that into being Quake 2.
Okay.
And that's what we got. So it feels like a little bit weirdly disconnected. It feels a little bit like modern Quake in the sense of the movement. Like you got the full strafe jumping and hops that you could get there. You can see the idea of where it started to get to CPMA with the aggressive turns. And it's the first appearance of the railgun. The railgun wasn't in the first Quake, but it doesn't have the lightning gun, which was in the first Quake. Quake 3 kind of pulled some of that shit together and like tried to unite the bits, and Quake Champions has sort of followed that further on. But this is technically set as a prequel because while we're here, lore time, everybody. Let me actually hit a button for that. Lol. Slash, Anarki, Ranger was there, Visor, Doom, Sorlag, and Keel are all characters from Quake 3.
Okay.
Like, Doom is obviously from beforehand, and so is Ranger, but they're all characters that appeared in Quake 3, and then in this one they brought more lore to them and put place in the Quake universe. And there's bits and mention in some of like Keel's lore and Sorlag's lore and shit like that that mentions some other Quake 3 characters that I'm really hoping we're gonna get like classic.
So, I mean, now that they've migrated to Steam, are they gonna do like more things, bigger things, and updates and stuff like that?
I'm hoping. Seriously, I would like to see some new things come in. Like, I would really enjoy Insomnia. It is a fantastic new map. It gives me a lot of Quake 3 vibes, the way that it feels. That may have been in part from just my constant bitching at Sync in the early days of me playing, to be like, can we get some, like, because Blood Covenant is a Quake 3 map.
Yeah.
That they updated and changed a little bit. So is The Longest Yard.
Okay.
There are other fantastic Quake 3 maps that I kind of wanted to see come back, and I sort of mercilessly begged Sinclair for, because he's one of the lead level design guys. Mercilessly begged him for some of those, and then he did say that some of the pieces of some of the levels were inspired by some of the classics that I was talking about that were my favorites from Quake 3.
Yeah.
Insomnia gives me a very Quake 3 vibe. Quake 3 also available on Steam for like $20. I highly recommend getting it. It's still super fun and playable. You don't have champion abilities, obviously, and there's not as much variance in the movement styles in just the base game. You have to like get some of the modded server stuff to open up where it got into CPMA and shit like that. CPMA is Anarki or Sorlikes movement, where you have like a lot of air control.
Okay.
If you rocket jump or get rocket jumped in the air or off a boost pad, like you have a lot more ability to move around while you're in the air than a lot of the other characters. You can like steer it, and you're kind of floaty. Where I mean, there's a couple other characters that have some air mobility, like Doom, obviously with your double jump. Nyx kind of, if you can clip a wall on the way up, she's got like a semi double jump. You got to wall jump it.
Okay.
Hers is a little trickier to kind of get the hang of moving smoothly, because Doom, you can just kind of basically point it and time it exactly whenever you want, right? It's the jump boots. It's a natural, intuitive motion, and just a couple runs, you start going, okay, now I'm having a lot of fun going fast with this. Hers, because you have to use an edge, it's a little trickier to sort of get the feel for. She's a completely new character for Quake Champions. Galena's a completely new character for Quake Champions, although she feels like a little bit of the Quake 1 kind of medieval lore extended. And indeed, there is notes in her lore and Death Knight's lore of like each other.
Interesting. Okay.
I think technically Death Knight is partly responsible for Galena being what she is like he ended up killing a bunch of people when he was alive that made her give a vow to be the, unholy paladin she is. And then he ended up in his conquest. Death Knight's a Viking, by the way.
He's a Viking. Okay.
Yeah, if you read into his lore, it doesn't directly say it, but you read the lore and read what it's, he's a Viking.
Okay, interesting. He doesn't seem like a Viking. He gives me very medieval vibes, especially the name Knight.
Well,
because I don't.
Some of them started going off and like being mercenaries and living among England's knights and shit like that too, right? During the separate, the different wars of the clans and like sparring for power in pieces of England.
You probably know
And
more
the
than I never took
pieces of
AP
kingdoms.
Euro.
It mashes a bunch of it horribly wrong, but if you watch Vikings, it does tell you some of the idea of what was happening. It's taking a bunch, like 400, 500, 600 years of history and mashing it down into like a couple generations, and Hollywoodizing a lot of aspects, but it gets the general idea of what was kind of going on there as they were fighting for the scraps of what would eventually become the realm of Great Britain, but at that point in time wasn't really.
Yeah.
They had the 4 separate kingdoms: Northumbria, Wessex. I'm drawing a blank on the other two right now.
I didn't know we were getting a history lesson tonight, but I appreciate it.
But yeah, I'm hoping we get some more champions soon. I'm enjoying the champions that we have. I've played all of them at this point. I have some that I play better and enjoy more than others, but I've played all of them at this point in time, and I kind of want to see what else. Like, there's still characters from Quake 3 I'd love to see them bring further over. I would love to see more new characters. Yes,
like original characters?
New, like, original characters that are new, like, Nyx and Scalebearer and Galena and shit like that. They're new characters that they're just created for this game.
Yeah, I don't have a basis for any of that, so. It's hard for me to know. Everything's new to me. Everything's new and wonderful. I love it.
Also, gonna do a quick little shout out for the boy.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
How are we going on percent there?
We're at 15.
Good God, it's 10 o'clock already.
Is it really? Oh, fuck, man.
But we've been here this long, we have to get the duels in, god damn it.
We could do a little bit. At least a little.
For Doom, actually, one of his costume variants is a nod to how he looked for Quake 3. It's called Arena.
Oh, Doom was in other Quake games?
Yeah, he was in Quake 3 as well, because Quake 3 was
cool.
also it's an AFPS. There's like a story, quote unquote, where you're going through the tournament ladder, and they made a couple spin-off games that actually advanced somewhat more of the story of like where the lore was going in that. The overall Arena Master, the Vadrugar, is the one that you hear go fight. But I don't think it's him in this one because it doesn't sound quite the same. It might be a different Elder God.
So, why does Quake happen? What brings all these people together?
It's the Elder Gods and kind of just for their own amusement, choosing champions at certain points of time to do their bidding as extensions of their will through the various realms. And then, when they're not trying to manipulate and do schemes, they just kind of throw them in the arena and go, all right, guys, have fun. Entertain us. That's basically what the arena is you're kind of in like Elder God Purgatory. It's like Valhalla, basically.
I see. It kind of reminds me of like the lore behind DBD. Because DBD is very similar. They bring in all these horror movie survivors and killers into this other dimension for them to do an infinite game of cat and mouse. The entity must accrue sacrifices, but the survivors can never truly die, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, not exactly my style to play, but I've watched a fair amount of DBD, and it's like it can be entertaining.
It's not necessarily my vibe either. I have played it, but yeah, it ultimately isn't my kind of thing.
I will fully be supportive and hang out in people's streams while they're doing it and get some gnarly clips. Big Mama Lisa plays a fair amount of it. Skip Dudes from Grimm's community, like that's almost all he streams.
Uh-huh.
He called himself on it the other day though. Grimm was feeling a little bit like out of sorts because he's like, I've only been basically doing just like music and banjo streams lately. I want to start doing some other stuff a little bit too because I have some other games I want to play and want to get to. And then we're all sharing like hey, no, like relax, it's cool. Like, but I said I get that feel too, but then I also overdid it at one point in time, and I felt like I had too many things going, and it was all just kind of a mess. And I wanted to simplify back down to having one feature of one type through the different slots. Now I stream up more than Grimm does, but that's his prerogative too. It's just that's where I found like the middle balance of being able to do enough things, but I don't feel like I'm just putting out 2 fucking streams and they're like the same 2 different types of things. Have variants of what the different. That's why I came up with the themes and shit like that. Try to, even just for myself, where I don't feel don't burn out so much on it. It's not so much the same type of thing all the time.
Oh yeah. I enjoy having like one main game. But I'm definitely going to be doing like other indie games
Sort of like
or
sort of like what I do, where like I have like the long running stuff where I could keep coming back to, like QC or Valheim or something like that, but also have the shorter feature playthroughs to break things up and make things interesting, keep fresh new things in.
Yeah, so what it'll be is mostly I have a main playthrough, which is something new. It's a new experience. It's a game I have not played before, kind of thing. And then additionally, like once or twice a week, I'll do I'll do something else, like something I've already done, but with a unique,
I,
interesting thing,
I know
and then
we
I
had
can
this
make a
conversation with
video out of
Lynx
that.
pretty recently too, because she was feeling a little flat and frustrated with her content too.
Well, it's also hard to think about,
It's like
especially.
I do get it. Like it was something I struggled with for a little while to get the balance that I'm at, and I still kind of and haw over sometimes, and I feel like some days I have to not be able to do a stream where I don't feel like I'm up to it, and I feel kind of shitty about not getting that out, but at the same time, like I don't want to force bad content. Where if
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not here for it, it's not the content that I wanted to put out. Not the content I wanted people to come and enjoy. People
The
may
whole
kind of
point.
enjoy pieces of it, but not for the point that I was going for. Like,
The whole point is to make something that you enjoy making, and to share that
exactly,
with other people.
exactly, and that's why
Um,
I've killed a couple of the playthroughs that I had going where I couldn't get into the game. It's like I don't feel good about how this playthrough is going. Like it's kind of going nowhere fast. I'm gonna stop wasting everybody's time.
yeah. No, I totally hear you. But it can also be really hard when you're. I think like Lynx was thinking about numbers. She wanted to make sure that she had people in there and that kind of stuff. And that requires a whole different realm of thought that I'm pretty well versed in relatively because I've done a lot of content creation research.
I've thought of like a little bit on it. Like I had thought early on a little bit on it, but I had started to not give so much of a shit because I felt like I think you were at this point at one point in time too, where you kind of took a little break, where you felt like you were thinking too much about the numbers and like your content was actually suffering for it.
Oh yeah, no, because I saw the numbers go down and I'm like, oh, it's my fault. There's something I need to fix. There's something I need to do. So I became not an authentic. In what would be I became not authentic or genuine.
Yeah.
Um, and I wasn't able to have fun with it anymore. But this week, my fucking god, I've had literally the time of my life because I've just been being myself and nothing more to it. I've just been being myself, embracing my stupid sense of humor, and then doing whatever I do with that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. Yep, I say some pretty ridiculous things. I've thought about trying to figure out a way to get that quote thing with Nightbot. So people, if when I say something, people can add a quote.
Yeah. That's
And then
pretty fun.
randomly hit quotes later to just have them pop up. There's an example of the fuckery that goes on here.
I've seen a lot of people use that kind of thing to great effect, and it can be really, really good. It can be really, really solid for people, especially when people say stupid things. Like I often cannot speak well at all. I'm a bit stupid in the brain, um, and it results in me saying something like, "Your parents watch you clean the dentist" or something like that. I think I said that last stream when I meant to say, "Parents watch the dentist clean your teeth."
Words not go so well.
They don't work.
When I generally derp with that too, I have a fairly obscure reference that I throw out. Oh, nice job, Brian. My name is not Brian. Have his jar. Like I've met like 2 people that know what I'm referencing.
I know someone who did like a comedy set at one point where they called their brain Brian, and that was pretty freaking entertaining to watch.
It might have been based out of what I'm originally referencing. It's like a mid 2000s animated movie called Igor.
Oh, I fucking love Igor. I actually watched Igor not that long ago.
Yeah, that's what I pulled the reference from. It's because there's that stupid brain in a jar that tried to label himself and wrote Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And then Steve Buscemi's
yep.
suicidal rabbit always makes fun of him for it. My name is not Brian! Well, then why do you have his job? In my opinion, like, you could not have cast a better person for that rabbit than Steve Buscemi.
Oh my god, I love Steve Buscemi. I love him so much.
But yeah, that's where the reference comes from. And I've met like 2 people who know where the fuck it's from. On the derp thing, like, I still derp when I'm trying to say things sometimes. What the fuck? I was trying to say something the other day, completely fucking just babble fucked it.
Babble fucked it, I love it.
Alexa's like herp derped occasionally, like her brain tries to autofill things because, well, she's half blind too, so her brain will try to autofill on her a lot of times, and it just grabs the first thing that comes up on the table and it doesn't actually analyze. So the original one that came out of, we were playing Borderlands, the first one. General Knox DLC, after killing Knox and cleaning up some of the extra things, you gotta go take a gondola up to this red Crimson Lance outpost.
Yeah.
And we're running towards it, and like the whole quest line thing said take the gondola. We're heading towards, running through a canyon, towards is clearly a gondola ahead. And
yes.
The objective thing is standing on the side. It says activate gondola. As we're running, Deus looks over and goes, activate granola? And I like literally like at the point where she stopped while saying that, and I stopped running with my character, like literally just turned around and looked at her like, granola? She said, shut up! My brain autofilled, so it became a running joke. And the other day, autocorrect fucked her when we were trying to talk about, I got rained out at work, so I had to leave early, and then we were trying to figure out getting home, and then I had to go meet her for an appointment for our allergy treatment thing. And she went to say hop in a cab, and autocorrect cut her off, so it came out hop a can. So now it automatically became a thing that it's going to roll into just that we're saying all the time. Is my automatic response, because my brain is demented, was Autobots, activate granola and hop a can.
You know, it's fine if I stay up a little bit. Tomorrow's a school day. I spent all day doing streamy work, so I still didn't get everything done.
School day on a Saturday, or you're just doing school work?
I do school work on Saturday because I got all of my classes to be online.
Have we hit 20 at least?
Yes.
Okay, 10% more. Come on, Drama's PC, you can do it.
Perhaps.
Is it plugged in this time?
Hold on. Hold on.
Because I remember we had that problem last time.
Hold on.
We had this long update. You didn't fucking plug it in again, did you?
No, it's plugged in. Hold on. Wait. No, it's plugged in. Is it? Yeah, it's plugged in. Okay, now it's plugged in.
Something tells me during that whole thing, Aubrey was just kind of standing there watching you, just shaking your head.
She's asleep, shaking her head.
No random yelling about Cypher in the background for this duel.
Not this time.
It was hilarious how well she came through.
Oh my
Because
god.
it's not like we were being quiet and like I was hopping to get up to my one spot and we're just babbling back and forth and you could still just hear her going on about Cypher. Like,
I was amazed that it came through that well.
perfectly preserved and a highlight to watch. You know, I had to capture the setup and then
I've just gonna give a little hint as to, I guess, what my big announcement on Sunday is, but I've been working on a couple thumbnails today. Pretty much first thumbnails ever. And I'm literally just learning to use these tools.
like kind of the way like Mark does his sort of thing. Trying to get a picture of it.
Well, okay, so I still don't want to give too much away. And I'm kind of using this opportunity to just like, while it's loading, I'm kind of making more that I didn't get the chance to make today. But these aren't like the professional tier thumbnails that I hope to be making soon. These are for a bit of a smaller thing.
I'm not gonna hold you up to a standard. I'm just trying to get like a picture of what you're going for in my head.
Oh, mostly just trying to represent exactly what my title is. So, in a creative way. Creative, eye-catching way. Though, mostly YouTube discovery is not really drawn by this kind of content. Shit. It should be... Damn it, it's subtracted instead of added.
Uh-oh. Yeah, see, I thought about trying to do stuff like that for my VOD uploads to YouTube, but it was like, the way that I'm not editing and cutting the whole video together, doesn't feel like it needs that necessarily. I would just look through, I'd image search the game that it was for, and found things that were appropriate for kind of fitting and eye-popping and eye-catching, then sat nice. And it was like, oh, that you will be the thumbnail for just all the videos in this playlist.
I saw a few of those actually, because I was, I guess technically on a different YouTube channel when I looked up. I had to go grab my own YouTube link, and I looked up Trauma Snack, and at first my channel came up, but below that were your videos that tagged me in the description. So that was a that was a surprise. I didn't expect to see that. So I was like, why are all these videos coming up that have my name on them? What in the world?
Oh wait, I see the channel.
Yeah, hold on. It's called a collab.
Surprise! Giving you advertising.
So hopefully I'll get faster at using these tools as I get used to them. But
I mean,
still
that's
learning a little
generally
bit.
how it goes.
Yeah, I would hope so.
You kind of work rhythm in.
God damn it. I don't have Photoshop though, so I'm using something online called like photopea.com, which just gives you all the Photoshop tools in browser.
I might get into doing that stuff more when hopefully later on I can get, because I'm hoping to try to get back into my art stuff a little bit more, and I think I figured out kind of what was going on with that, and why it sort of died out on me for a bit,
Mhm.
is I was unable to sort of transfer the medium in a way that it's going a lot of the times, where like it's not that the pen and paper method that I used to is dead,
Yeah.
but that's more kind of a niche and hobbyist thing of trying to do it anywhere in a lot of sense of getting to share it or doing kind of an interesting play sense of it, of like, you know, doing logos or shit like that that's somewhat business related or interchangeable, like networking. It's got to be digital,
Yeah.
and because I can't quite draw in the digital realm, like my hand is used to doing the pencil motions. I need one of those pads that will transfer that and then give me some of the digital options to be able to blend and play with some extra things on it. But I couldn't
Yeah.
afford one of those and the software to go with it.
I'm having a very fun time
So it
doing all
was
this
kind
though.
of, and like knowing that in the back of my head, I think is
Mhm.
what started kind of just killing my little bit of, and why my creativity started spiraling into doing other things. That I was always
Okay.
interested in other things anyways, but like it leaned heavier into doing those.
Yeah.
Where like my main artistic thing was, it felt like it was kind of on a back burner for now because I had to figure out a way to be able to continue to grow it and bring it somewhere that I wanted to go with it. Needed to be able to afford the shit because, you know, that's all that the tablet, the software for shit for that's not cheap.
No, not at all.
But eventually, hopefully, be able to add that and add some diversity to my streams, because as much as I love doing gaming streams too, I'd love to also vary it up to doing, you know, broadening over, doing more stuff with our D&D that I wanted to do, broadening the stuff under that umbrella, get some of my art shit in there. Hopefully, want to eventually set up. I need to get another guitar, but set up to do something kind of like Grim does, but like Rocksmith, where do some music streams.
Mhm. That'd be sick.
That's more
Yeah, I just want
variety
to
in my
make
content.
some. I mostly want to make some gaming content and all that. That's my groove, man.
I really enjoy the gaming content. Like, I'm not gonna stop doing that either. But there's
Yeah.
other stuff I want to do too, and I've been wanting to do for a while. And now that I kind of have a little bit like a platform and a way to get it out there and work with it because of the gaming stuff that I've started doing, it's kind of, you know, trying to mesh it all back together, grow the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, part of what I'm gonna do at some point in time too is like it'll be feeding back into my gaming stuff. When I get the art stuff, I want to do some of my character art for some of my champions here in Quake, my customization of the champions, um, some of my other characters and stuff that's get seen a lot that repeat. And then obviously some OC stuff and just art.
Yeah. I mean, it's a super fun realm to work in, and there's so much,
And like
so much.
I love the logo Sam made me. But
Yeah. No, it's gorgeous.
being an artist at one point in time, like at some point in time, I'd love to be able to make my own logo
Hmm.
and like have one that I'd be satisfied with, and that is like Twitch, good for Twitch, like the one that he did, because I absolutely fucking love it. That I Link's made a couple for me that I really like too. I messaged her a while ago about, hey, I love them. She made them in red though.
Yeah, and you said, can you make them blue?
Yeah, can you make them blue? It's the only
Yes.
thing I want. I keep everything else, just switch the red to the blue. Some of the other colors in the one has got gold and shit like that. Like that'll still work beautifully with a nice kind of royal blue. Blue and gold is a very pretty combination. So it was purple and gold actually, like a nice royal purple with a good
Uh-huh.
gold. That looks really nice.
Well, yeah, no, I love me some royal purple. You know that. Purple's my jam, man.
If you do end up picking up V-Riser, which I highly recommend, it's stupid good. You can make your castle all purple torchy and shit.
Ooh, purple
Later,
torchy.
yeah, later on, you one of the guys you kill gives you the option to make different colored torches using gemstones, which you get a lot of. So It kind of gives an use to a lot of the gemstones that you have laying around, because you use a couple of them for some of the pieces of gear. But at that point, I hadn't had much other use for them. Then I just unlocked that. I was like, ooh, I have custom cool color torches. And purple was the color I was using for that character, the main that I was just playing offline. Tomorrow, though, there will be a V Rising stream.
Ooh.
Sanguine Saturdays.
I really
So
want to play it, but I would need to do it on like a
really good.
I need to do it on like a private server.
Well, you can. You that's what I did. I haven't done it on anything else. I've just made private servers for now. I was surprised that there's more MMO and like WoW to it than I thought there was going to be, because there's the full public server, there's PvP options and stuff like that. I guess a little bit of that with the crafting and stuff is kind of pulling on Conan Exiles too, which I didn't play, but my roommate played for a couple years. I heard a lot of the PvP stories and shenanigans from that. And that game did have a tendency to make him yell some pretty hilarious shit in the middle of the night. The one time he was out farming for stuff and it was the middle of the night and his character, I think, was naked, and he ran into an area where there's these really high level rhinos, and this rhino kept fucking chasing. I guess the rhinos were stupid OP, and I just, out of nowhere, where Lex and I are sitting here just kind of eating a late dinner and watching TV, we hear him screaming, "Fuck off, you fucking rhino piece of shit!" And then a series of higher pitched screams as the rhino kept chasing him. Couple other amusing things. There were some amusing things shouted at that game, but like I can't exactly judge because I've shouted some fucking ridiculous things playing games too. A lot of them are on stream or in highlights. Like I went back and pulled the one out of the goddamn Doom 64 when I was trying to work my way through the rehash of a Doom 2 level that's mean enough to begin with, and they made it way worse than the 64 one. It's called Dead Simple in Doom 2, and it's even simpler in Doom 64, and oh god, it's not simple. And I just panicked at one point in time where I thought I was good and got caught in the ass with 2 mancubus fireballs and really fucked up and just went cock waffles and cunt muffins.
How long ago was that? I feel like I've seen that.
Couple of months now, because I'm working my way. Doom 64 is the FPS Friday feature. I've had a couple times where I kind of like and off for a couple weeks, and then came back to it. I think midway through level 20s right now in terms of levels. There's 32 levels overall in the game. Doom 64 is fucking hard, dude. It's mean. I love it, but it's its own thing. It was kind of the dark, spooky Doom before Doom 3 came along. And then Doom 3 did it took it in a whole other direction that a lot of people didn't like for a long period of time, but it's got its cult following, and it's got a lot more people starting to appreciate it now. It was always to be honest, I love the whole franchise of Doom. I've loved every Doom I've played. The only one I haven't played is really, in terms of like the mainline games, because there was some weird spin-off ones, was Final Doom, and that is that's a bunch of like Doom fans that made a map thing and kind of loosely threw it together to make a plot, and it was like, yep, we're cool with this. We're gonna sort of like greenlight it and polish some of the edges here and put it out. It's called Final Doom, but everything else, yeah, I've loved all of them. But Doom 3, honestly, my favorite one.
Really?
And that was it was not long after like Resident Evil 4 came out, and they had made a slightly more action-oriented game, right? And everybody's like, oh, this is really, really good, but they still had some of like the Resident Evil jump scares and old school things and like the scary tactics. And then it was like, we haven't done a Doom game in a while. Everything's kind of done a little bit of a shift in the way they're going stuff. Hey, let's make a scary Doom game, kind of like Resident Evil, where it's a little more slow-paced and survival horror-y. For a while, anyway. And then we start bringing in some heavier action, but even still, it's just the way that it's not as like insanely fast as classic Doom or 2016.
Yeah.
Like 2016 and Eternal brought back some of that classic speed feel, but with some of the atmosphericness of the way that Doom 3 approached it. Because that's one of the other things I really appreciate about it, and I think didn't get appreciated enough, is that the world building and immersion in Doom 3, if you really pay attention, is a lot there. In the a lot of the secrets, there's extra shit in these storage cabinets that are around, but they have locked key codes, and everybody's got a PDA, which they
Okay.
have little emails, back and forth personal emails, or like logs that they recorded on. You can find codes in there, or extra lore, or like bits of pieces of like things that have happened to give more background to some of the people and the life on the UAC Mars facility, and how they were going about, like where you could see the pieces of things starting to go wrong, and you're like, oh, you guys are fucked. Where are we at?
It says 25 out of 27.
Nice. I'm really like, no pressure, you do it whenever, but I'm really excited to see the Trauma Doom 3 playthrough.
I'm not actually sure I'll be doing that one on stream.
Oh, you have to. It's so good.
I don't know. I don't know.
And it's a classic. It's like Dead Space reminded me a lot in certain ways too. Like Dead Space feels like there were some Doom 3 fans on that one. They were like, yeah, we're gonna have a little bits of nod there.
Mm-hmm.
Both games win nods from me for creepy baby monsters that weirded me out for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if
especially
I do...
the Doom 3 setup one, like it is spoiling a small reveal and thing like that. But there's other times where it comes up. You can miss this little bit of a thing if you fall off in kind of odd thing that you hear, where you hear a voice go over here and a woman softly crying.
Okay.
You go down a corridor, you find some extra goodies, and you hear her whisper right next to your ear, "They took my baby." And then, about 15 minutes later, when you've kind of forgot about it because of some action, as you're going down into a creepy, dimly lit hallway towards the trash dump, you hear, "Mama!" And then there's babies coming at you down this very narrow, like strobe light hallway.
Yeah.
It was just the way it was summarized by a guy I knew on my bus in high school, because that's how long ago it came out. It came out in fucking 2004. Was they took my baby. Okay, that's nice. 15 minutes later, oh god, babies! And they are kind of creepy little shits, and so are the ones in Dead Space. Have you ever played through the Dead Space games?
I've never touched a Dead Space game.
First one I can't recommend enough. Two's got good moments, but some kind of bad moments. There's some spots where it's like, it doesn't let the good moments sit long enough before trying to do something else that's even bigger, and it's like, you didn't give that enough time to properly like have the impact it should have, and you're kind of wasting some of your own beats. And then the third act is honestly, I'd only played the game once before, basically. I played it when it came out back in 2011.
Uh-huh.
And then I hadn't played it again until doing it for the playthrough. And honestly, the third act is so goddamn bloated. It's kind of ridiculous.
Really?
It very much pulls a, like, there are some fun parts in it, some fun things that happen. And there is a highlight, and the one thing that will be is like, it's a continuous highlight that you've probably heard about from Dead Space 2, stick a needle in your eye.
Maybe.
That's the highlight in the third act, but like it takes so long to even get there, and then you go through a lot of more kind of just mindless, weirdly, questionably designed, sometimes buggy fights, and it's just like the whole time it keeps going, end this. It's gonna end. And then it does a dude. Where's my car? And then, no more. And then, this is going to end, right? And then, fuck off. It just like, it outstays the welcome basically, where it's like it is a genuinely fairly long game. It's already longer than the first game at that point,
Yeah.
and there has been more plot development and more character development now because Isaac speaks. But there's some points where it feels it aged badly, where it's really like kind of mid 2000s edgelordy when he speaks sometimes, and it doesn't quite fit the character he's supposed to be. It feels like they just tried to dial in too much to it.
Yeah.
And then I haven't played 3 at all. I'm waiting to once I finish 2, I'm gonna wait for a streamer friend of mine to finish his on-stream playthrough of 1 and 2, and then we're gonna go through 3 together because 3's co-opable. Leaned heavier into
Really?
action, but they added a customization system to your weapons now that you can base on because Isaac's supposed to be an engineer, right? Most of the weapons that you have, especially in the first game, most of the weapons are engineering tools or construction tools. The only weapon is the pulse rifle you can pick up. It's a military issue weapon, but everything else is kind of repurposed construction tools. That was kind of one of the cool draws of it as well.
Yeah.
So they expand on that in the thing where you can customize your weapon loadouts and like add different attachments and things that you can do with them in 3. And then they put a co-op feature in because that was, again, it was post Gears at that point in time, so everything was kind of doing a little bit like a Gearsy bro shooter.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily terribly bad all the time, but like when it's sort of all the time, it's like, okay, guys, just because that's sort of trending, don't turn something else into that. Even if you're leaning heavier more into action with this franchise, anyways, like it didn't necessarily need that.
Yeah.
But there's some fun to be had with that. At least you can have banter with somebody. You can set up strategies for tough fights instead of having to try to solo them. Even just the basic aggro pull concept, right? Oh shit, I'm fucked up. Hit him hard.
Yeah.
But there's, I guess, even beyond that, and it's sensible, and that I applaud at least, that there's more to the story sense of it when you're playing co-op because it fleshes out the second character more. It gives him, I think his name's Carver. It gives him more of more lore and more what's going on with his head and why he's able to sort of be affected by the marker and the necromorphs and shit.
Okay.
But I've never played it, so I don't know all. I just know that's supposed to be something that's in there. So
yeah,
I figured, definitely wait for him to catch up, and then we'll do Dead Space 3 as a co-stream thing, kind of. Because networking and collaboration. Yeah. Reference that stupid fucking book from It Takes Two.
What a phenomenal game, though.
It is really good. There's some janky spots, a couple questionable decisions, but like I really enjoy it. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow, Deus and I might be able to squeeze another episode into that, because it's been probably a month or so since we had, I think, our 3rd or 4th episode.
Mm-hmm.
And want to try to move on to finishing that one off and getting on to another couples game feature that we're gonna roll on to. We've got a couple that we're doing, and whenever we can get her the RAM upgrade, because Quake is definitely needing the RAM because she gets some jank sometimes here and there, and especially now, one of the reasons she had it on the Bethesda launcher is her computer didn't like trying to run it on Steam.
Yeah.
So now, with it being migrated back, we're definitely going to need it if she's going to jump back in. So we do have, the couples Quake thing coming at some point. But we have other couples games that we want to feature through. I think the next one we're going to do is because we got it in a pack. We both ended up getting it. So we got it in a package for when I did Ben and Ed. There was a multiplayer game that they did alongside it that I didn't even fucking know about. I only knew about it from Ben and Ed in the first place because it's on Markiplier's playthrough. Kind of forgot about it, and I saw it on last year's Halloween sale on Steam. Went, yes, this is going to be one of my Halloween features for Twitch, and played through it. And I had a fun time, had some frustration, but I enjoyed the game. But the multiplayer one's called Blood Party, so I think that's gonna be.
I think I've seen that.
The next couples game that we do is we're gonna do Ben and Ed Blood Party.
I think I have seen some of that. Like the multiplayer for it.
Nice.
Ooh, I think we're in the installing.
Nice.
Now.
I was just about to say
Which
progress check.
might take a minute in and of itself, but
Almost there.
almost there. 10:40. Goddamn.
Oh, Splitgate's in a new season now too, by the way. So you're gonna need to let your Splitgate update.
Ah, okay. Steam has finished downloading Quake Champions.
Alrighty. Get in here.
It's just gonna take a second to boot now.
An hour of just talking, but we will get to the Quake now.
I don't know. It can be kind of nice to just to chat for a bit.
Indeed. No, I do prefer like the method of dueling than the stuff like in the way that we set it up. That you know, had Peng and I do when we do duel. We haven't dueled in a while. And I think he's missing it, but gotta try to get a couple duels in with Peng soon. Now that I've hopefully got a fairly ironed out schedule, I can try to. But that was part of the reasons. Like I kept trying to bounce around what my fucking stream times were, going back and forth, try to get like a job that'd be stable.
We had like a consistent day, but we lost it at some point.
You got extra busy, and then I started at Vista, I think, too, where I had to be sleeping more in the day for Sunday because I started Sunday night. And then Vista decided to be fuckheads and fire me because I pointed out that their machine was kind of tired and they didn't want to fix it. And it was like, that's fucking up the, not only just annoying as shit, like it's fucking up the general efficiency. And then they're yelling at us about efficiency. And I'm like, well, hello, the machine is borked, man. Like, half the time I could sit here and manually fold it faster. How are you gonna tell me it's my fault?
Your machine is broken. You're broken.
Yes, you know what? Maybe. But I still work better than the fucking machine.
Fuck, dude. When Quake launched, I think it borked my browser and just deleted the thumbnail I was working on.
Oh no!
That's okay. I know the concept I had, so I can remake it pretty fast now. Still, goddamn it, Quake. If it's not one thing, it's another.
What's it doing now?
I don't know. I'm poking it with a stick and seeing if it'll work.
Might just be a little bit like foggy sighting in it first, just because you just migrated over to being on Steam. So it's probably trying to like quickly collect all your shit and orient it. Remember, unfortunately, the netcode for this game's not the greatest.
All right. I need to grab some water because we've been talking for a bit and I have not hydrated.
Fair.
Sing to the lovely viewers while I'm gone.
Well, should be getting started fairly soon here. Hopefully, you know, this Quake's going to behave. I'm gonna have to ping him more often, like leading up to. That's partially my bad, you know. This is like the second or third time this ended up happening. You know, it's been kind of funny, like, and it is nice to sort of hang out, just have a bit of babble, and, like preamble and setup, talk a little bit about the Quake, a little bit about other bullshit. But I messaged him to try to set it up a couple days ago. I should have added, don't forget to make sure it's updated.
I didn't hear any singing.
No, I was just saying, you know what, it's partially my bad too. I should have This has happened. It's happened a couple times already. Like no big deal, but I should have added in the initial message setting up a couple days ago. Like don't forget to make sure. Like don't forget to update.
God, yeah, because I told you yesterday I could do it, and it.
I should have put there. Don't forget to update. Yep.
It's still loading.
Oh come on, Quack. Maybe force quit it and try launching it again.
Hold on. I might try rebooting it and not letting it tab out. Because when it booted up, I had to tab out and close a couple things.
Ah. Yeah, sometimes that makes certain applications derp. With no real discernibility though, it's kind of unpredictable and will like randomly be yes or no.
Quake just gobble up half a gig of memory on my computer. Damn. What are you doing? Quake,
Split the
games don't usually do that much. That's usually Chrome. Quake was taking up twice as much as my 10 tabs on Chrome were.
So Splitgate's new season, they overhauled Abyss like they did Foregone Destruction last season.
Okay.
It was just kind of amusing because they've done the thing that amazed you our second stream in Quake.
Oh, they added
now they've
incredible
added like
backgrounds.
a bunch of like nice detail in the backgrounds to like add depth and immersion to the arena that you're fighting in. Just like, oh, this is really nice. It's like, yep, they're doing the thing that Quake kind of started doing. It was like that's one of the things that made it stand out is they didn't have shitty backgrounds. Like, because there were a lot of games that had really nicely polished arenas that you fought in, but like they were set in an area, and then if you looked off into the distance, it was just kind of cardboard cutout or like really badly rendered 2D thing.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly, certain games started picking up the thing where Quake, and then even kind of Quake 3 Arena was the first one, like for the graphics at that time, but like they carried through where it's fully rendered kind of all the way out. Gives it that immersion sense. Mass Effect was also a really good one for that wasn't this type of game, but is a really good idea of like still even without outside of the boundaries that you had, they rendered the rest of the fucking planet. It wasn't just like a cardboard cutout.
Let me share with you one game that you would be incredibly surprised does that same kind of thing. Walkabout Mini Golf. It's a VR mini golf game, and they go so hard on the environments.
Well, VR I would half kind of expect it to, just because they're plonking you like directly in it, and they're sort of expecting you to kind of look around at things.
I mean, the first.
So I still no I'll give them the credit, but VR, I would realistically, just from an aesthetics standpoint, I would expect people to think about going hard more for VR just because of the difference of like, graphics cards and everything are great, but you could have your monitors and 4K monitors and everything that are going to do crazy things, but it's not going to be quite the same as sort of plonking you inside the character in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. But that doesn't mean, I mean, they can go hard on the area you'll be walking around, but like on the first map, they've got a pretty much 2D background, skybox and everything. But once you get to the third map, they like build way off onto the map and create these giant structures in the distance, and they start going so much harder.
That shows a growth too of how of them getting comfortable with their technology they're using to make maps. It's like that reminds me of, and it's a different type of map design, but it reminds me of how Deus was doing her map building for the D&D campaign, where early on, a lot of things were kind of fairly simple, and then she started having more grand ideas and playing around with more stuff and getting the hang of layering and putting more things in to make more complex maps, to the point where eventually when we had to go back to some of the previous areas, she was like, I can't actually, I'm going to give myself more work, but I can't actually go on stream with these previous version maps of these places. Like, they're too out of place with how the maps have started to look now. So she had to kind of like redesign and complexify some of the shops and towns a little bit. But
That makes sense.
it all ended up being for the better thing, because it's one of the reasons like I love her style as a DM is she has given a lot of depth and life and lore that we're crossing a lot of things, but like that's one of the things that I thought was cool is like I wanted to do some smaller scale stuff to get some people into D&D, because the big thing that we're doing, right, like it's a long campaign. That is a commitment. It's a long period of time to play and like try to schedule to get together fairly often enough, even to just play it, not let alone make a web show out of it type thing. But
well, and that kind of commitment and creativity is directly derived from having that extra experience of getting better with it and everything like that, which is what I love. I mean, I made one fucking thumbnail today with 2 layers, and my second thumbnail already had 4 and had so many other
there's that. Well, there's
it.
that, and there's like the things that happen. Like there's the organic thing with the D&D party where like we've done things that she didn't expect and completely fucked her plans over, but it's taught her or made her think in new ways of how to build a monster. Like one of the coolest areas that she built, that she spent a long time building, was go watch the D&D campaigns, everybody. By the way, they're on my YouTube and they're on hers. Is the City of the Dead, and she kept trying to point us to the plot point and idea that she had for setting up and taking down sort of the lords of the undead of that world that were oppressing the lower class, but we did our own thing with it, sort of fomented a revolution, found our own ways in to kill a couple of them, and like fought a few of them in some pretty gnarly fights. The one that we were sort of worried about was basically her Dracula for there, was a vamp daddy and his three brides. We completely fucked, because she had this little flavor item that where we basically based the little revolution out of was this undead bar for the working class, and what they had was, you know, they called it basically grave whiskey, was what got them fucked up. It was half whiskey, half health potion, because in the world of D&D, health and regeneration spells hurt undead things. If you have like an undead party member and you actually want to heal them, you don't cast regeneration because that hurts them. You cast desecration or something that's supposed to hurt, and it heals them.
I actually have loaded in.
Sweet, yeah, I saw you pop up. But so that was the flavor text, and then we went, okay, well, see, we have these blades, and we can coat them in this kind of like an oil. So now we sort of have like a holy oil that hits with our blades to do extra damage, because it now does some holy damage from the holy spell, the healing spell. And I'm a red dragonborn, which means I have a fire breath weapon, and it's also part boost. You know what else is really good against undead, particularly vampires? Fire. So we coated the swords in oil. I went, put your swords together, lit them on fire. There was these little flame skulls that she had just chittering around, that me being kind of the fire lord that I am, I spoke to it in Abyssal, because I know a couple different languages, called it over, and said, aren't you tired of just floating around? Don't you just want to burn things? And looked over at the straw roof of the vampire's hut and said, go burn it. And he happily bounced along the roof, setting it on fire, which killed 2 of the brides. And he made him scream, and he was screaming over their ashes, and we came in and just beat the shit out of him.
Poor guy.
He missed it after we killed him to try to go and regenerate. I hunter's marked him, which means basically within a certain radius, there's a magical ping that tells me where he is. So we just tracked him back to where he came back in his coffin with a stake. Or actually no, because we searched the room thoroughly, found a scroll of sunlight, grabbed it, followed him back to his coffin. He started poofing and went, sunlight, bitch, and killed him.
Real quick, have you heard of a D&D item that people of the internet land have created called the non-fungible trident.
No.
So obviously it's an NFT. Non-fungible trident. Let me read this little blurb to you here. You gain +3 to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Whenever you score a critical hit, they instantly die. In addition, the non-fungible trident can be used to cast the wish spell 3 times per day. Now, this valuable item comes with a curse. You may never actually wield the trident in a physical sense. You may never touch it or attune to it at all. Yes, you may have purchased it, and you do own it. However, it must stay sealed within the ancient vaults of Tiriaxol. Instead of wielding it, you may carry a fine painting of the trident, and this has a little asterisk that links to other creatures who can make a convincing copy of this painting with a DC-10 tooltech. And official papers of authentication to confirm that you do technically own the trident and show just how special you are. I fucking love it. I'll link the official image and flavor text in the Discord here. Because this has been passed around the internet quite a couple times.
No, I don't doubt it. People have been going off on the NFT shit.
Yeah, let's see what I can do. I'll just toss it in general, I suppose. All right. After an hour and a half of sitting here doing absolutely nothing, I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling prepared. I'm feeling warm.
Time to shoot stuff. After a crit bowl. Not the whole bowl, but...
Now, technically, I have been using the lasso tool, so my tracking might be on point. Now that this is on Steam, I might remember to load it up once a day better, so I can get some of them gems and finally get Doom.
Well, you also have to try to catch a day that I've done with Wally a couple times where we just did some challenge grinds for shards.
Yeah. It's hard for me to do. I don't actually play games.
Season, so we'll try to do it next season sometime.
Most days, I don't actually play games before 9 anymore, unless I'm streaming. Because the rest of the time, I'm actually just doing stream work. I'm really going hardcore into the content creation stuff. So I'm really excited with that big ol' announcement on Sunday.
I've got some like ideas. A lot of like the content creation stuff I'm going for in that sense more is social.
Yeah.
Like having like collaboration stuff. Which, you know, obviously takes more planning and being able to try to catch up with somebody. Like, how are you actually able to do this? Like, I don't want to try to have you commit.
Yeah.
You don't, like, you feel like shit.
I want to do a Mario collab, but I'm having trouble finding people who aren't speedrunners that straight face play without commentating.
Yeah, you know, it's nothing against them, but that's not my style either. I enjoy just kind of having the fun with it and having the banter. Sometimes
Exactly.
getting
Yeah,
lost
you gotta
on
find someone you mesh with.
off-topic rants where you're just sort of sharing nerdiness.
You gotta find someone you mesh with, especially. And it's hard to find people who, you know, care enough about content creation, one, to do a collab, and two, that you can mesh your personality with and bounce stuff off of.
Yeah.
Because I found a bit of each. I found someone today that I can interact with really easily, but they're not big into content creation. They just do it casually. And I found people who are big into content creation, but are either totally stonewalled or they're cursing all the time. And I mean like 100% of the time.
I was gonna say, I mean, I curse quite a bit.
Yeah, no. I realized, I was like, No, I mean like every other word is a curse word.
My balls.
So,
bro.
which means essentially the style does not match, the communities don't match. Because that's the other thing, is you have to have a community that can mesh more than just the person streaming.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to think about, but I've got time. I got time to find people for that.
And I find like
said
there's kind of various levels to it. Sometimes it's just this, like a smaller collab to kind of like similarly somewhat mesh at their, you know, if they want to, the communities that might be in a similar interest vein. And then other times it's something that's deeper that, you know, you're doing more things to really meshing your communities together.
Yeah. I set a goal for this summer where I would meet and collaborate with 2 new people. And I'm hoping I can meet that, but I mean, if I don't, it wouldn't be for lack of trying.
And I'm
looking.
trying to foment that stuff in a certain sense where like I've made certain things in my channel where it's not, you know, there's places where it's not just games that I play or I play with people that are trying to be appreciated, celebrated, and given a space for it. Like there's a bunch of people that are in my various communities that are in my Discord that play COD or play Apex. I don't play either, but it was like I know all you guys play some, and sometimes you're looking for other people. Well, here, I'm gonna give you a little space here where you guys can try to link up and, you know, maybe form some new teams or new matchups or have like custom lobbies and shit. Because I care about your gaming enjoyment. The space is for all of us, not just me. So I wanted to be really clear. Like, I thought about the idea, and it's kind of nice in a certain sense how, like, you have it, X has it, where there's separate going live for you guys. But I kind of like the idea of trying to encourage, like, we're all in this together. Yes, this is my channel, but like, I want you guys to share your shit by just having the one promo channel. So that everybody just eats it.
Oh, hello. I found rockets.
I see.
Get him.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I shotgunned you.
I shot at the same time, though.
I did not mean to shotgun you.
What the hell? Why am I? He didn't fucking respond for a minute. That was awkward.
Oh God, why did you rail me? That was rude. Where are you? Where did you go? Oh my God.
Whoa, that looked weird. I don't know how that didn't hit you. I have no idea how that didn't hit you. Ah. Terrible, terrible. Switching tactics.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow! My God, I just ate that one.
Oh, no, 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 no! I don't got this!
Wait, did I upgrade that?
Whoa, what?
I don't know, I kind of just sailed that one in there. Hey, looks like all that... looks like all that thumbnail editing is really paying off here.
What? That rocket was nowhere near me.
You're just bringing us down.
And how are you just eating rocket after rocket after rocket, not dying? Not
I've been
heavy that much.
Stop picking up goodies.
Get out.
Oh shit!
Shoobies.
Goodies won't help me there.
No.
Ow, asshole. You eat. Take that rail back. Oh, come on. God, I wish I could shotgun. I don't think I've picked up a rail once.
The hell is that? What the fuck?
No
He's like,
problem.
I don't know what the hell's happening. He keeps juddering and getting stuck on things and then not moving. It's happened a couple times. Get stuck on the jump pad and move off of it. So much for fucking CPMA.
I'll share something with you. Aubrey said if I don't win most of the games tonight, I'm not allowed to come to bed. Which means, if I don't want to sleep on the couch, I've gotta
How'd I miss?
go ham here. Stop shotgunning me. No! I said stop.
No! Nay nay!
I've got a laser with your name on it. Where'd you go?
You sit up, baby.
Hold on, it's got your name on it. Take it. Thank you, thank you. Ah! Where are you going? Come back. No, stop. Actually, leave me alone. Hup. Where are you? God, why am I doing like 14 damage with these rockets? Oh fuck, I shot myself. And my second instinct was to shoot myself again. The mark of a genius.
Pure genius!
Hey, die. Alright, 4 damage. God, I love the super shotgun.
What? How are you still alive?
I'm at 4 health, it's fine. That doesn't mean you can attack me.
It's the perfect time to attack. It was like too direct.
Ah, freaking heck, dude. I'm back.
Oh!
God, no!
That was totally radical.
I'm not. Where are you? Okay. I get your point. I'll leave you alone. Jesus, just stop. Wait, you're not dead? I got a point blank. What? How much health were you at?
35. Uh-oh. Oh, what? How did none of that splash catch you? The splash should have caught you there, come on.
I'm in the no splash zone. I brought my poncho.
Whoa.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, come on! How the fuck did that not hit you?
I'm a wily boy.
Bullshit! That rocket went through a fucking wall.
Oh.
Get bit!
Why is he not moving in the air like he should? What's going on? Wait, are you okay? Like, the fuck, dude?
I want it. I want it. I see you. You made me shoot the wall. Where are you? God damn. Okay, never mind. No.
Far out!
Fine, I'll just have to bring the hammer down. Oh fuck, that's not where I wanted to be. Did I launch you? Wait, where are you? The hell? Ah!
Juicy.
Oh! Oh my god, I'm so glad. Oh fuck. No wait, no, I'm scared. I'm out of here, baby.
Oh, no! Oh, that is bad touch! Bad touch!
Trigger discipline, trigger discipline. I've got it, probably.
Whoa, judder, judder, judder.
Sorry.
Fuck off!
Oh man.
That was 2 point blanks. How did you not die?
You lose.
Well played, that wasn't the bad first game back.
I found a little questionable. There's some spots where you just ate a lot and didn't die.
I'm a hungry boy. For the first time in months, I've woken Aubrey.
Oops. Sorry, Aubrey.
She walked up looking all sleepy and said something about Cypher. All right, cool. Now, what do we talk about during this next 10-minute loading screen?
Well, let's see. Is there anything else you would like to make a little teaser for?
Well, I mean, what I can say is I was going to make a big ol'... I was going to make a stupid bit. I was going to do some stupid creative video to announce what I was doing on Sunday. But my god, I spent all day preparing actually what I was going to announce that I couldn't make the announcement or the special announcement thing. And I don't have time tomorrow or Sunday. So I was gonna do like a fake like this summer or coming this summer and do like critic reviews that were like, oh no, he's back again or something stupid like that. But I never got around to do it. So yeah, that's technically a teaser because maybe I'll use it for a future thing. I still want to do it. I'm just not going to be able to do it, you know, the way I want to.
Do you have a map pick, by the way?
Ooh, let's do Vale.
Ah.
I'm always down for a bit of Panath.
Enough. Also known as Veil of Penis.
I'm still thinking maybe there's some way I can squeeze that in. If I really get some work done, schoolwork done tomorrow, maybe there's a way I can get it done.
Perchance.
Maybe it just doesn't have to be the big production I wanted to make it, and just do it a little smaller. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have to do a little research to see if I can find some shortcuts for that. 'Cause I had such silly ideas for that. But if I can't do it, you know, the announcement remains, and
This
it's just
summer
as exciting to me.
comes the story of a man. Nay, a boy.
The golden boy.
Actually, no. Wait, here. I'm gonna do a second take. This summer,
Sure.
we bring to you not the story of a man, but of a boy, the golden boy.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, it pooped on me. Eh. It pooped on me. Bad pipe.
No, but I'm really excited about this summer, and I've technically staked a lot on it, but it doesn't really matter too much because I'm just having fun. And if I can make some progress, get some distance, get some mileage, make some stuff, make some cool stuff, I'll be
That's
happy.
generally how I've kind of just approached my streaming. It's like, do I care about my content? Yes. Do I want there to be variation in the content? Yes. But that part of that is so I'm not burning out and getting bored with it. But it's just I'm here to have fun and just kind of share the experiences and the appreciation for video games and nerdy culture with people.
Mm-hmm.
If I should happen to, you know, gain a following on the long way, make some money out of it, cool. Oh my god, anyway, but fuck, cool. I'm not, you know, you'd have to be an idiot to say no to making money off of just hanging out and playing video games.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me, the ultimate goal is to make a career out of it. It's something that I would want to do every day because spending all day doing the work I was doing today, I fucking loved it. It was so fun. And after every stream this week, I felt so proud of every single stream because it was just me. It boiled down to my personality, my sense of humor, and making conversation and having fun. And regardless, it is a ridiculously stupid sense of humor. But I embraced it. I embraced it this week, and I was very happy with the result. So, my main thing is I'm going to work to make it a career without compromising my personal values or who I am. Because it would fucking suck to say, yeah, because I could get probably 70, 80 average viewers if I played DBD every single day.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
No, yeah, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to
It's
fucking
not
do
gonna
that.
be fun. I'm not gonna enjoy it. It's not gonna be actually good content. I'm just gonna be kind of soulless and lifeless with it. It's like that's not what I want to put out. It's not what I want to do.
I guess here's the main
I
thing.
realize there's gonna be days where I don't have anybody in the chat, but I just basically continue acting like I do. I'll talk. I might have silent moments where I'm kind of just zoned in, but like I'll still kind of banter away a little bit, and just express my thoughts a little bit, and let my personality out doing stuff.
So I guess here's the teaser you were looking for. I'm giving up on discovery on
Killing my
Twitch.
groove, man.
I'm not going to do all the things that make you more discoverable on Twitch because the platform sucks for discovery in the first place. So I will work smarter, not harder, and within the bounds of me, rather than trying to force myself to be something I'm not.
Yeah. As far as I look in terms of like what's going to be discovery, it's just noting what certain games I might play or stream, if they're kind of trending on Twitch, if there's, you know, what the following's like. Like Valheim still has a healthy following. Obviously QC's got its dedicated following.
I gotta go. I'm lagging. Help! Push me off.
It's out here.
Push me off.
Me, man.
But basically I just looked to see, and then V Rising, because it just came out and it's kind of a similar thing. That's got a fairly big following. So I figured basically if I'm playing a game that's fairly popular, there's a higher chance of being discovered, more or less.
And in a fundamental sense, yeah, but it also comes down to like...
Nice rocket!
Oh my god! Jesus!
Oh, that is bad touch.
How are you not dead? No!
Because I got both items.
Fuck!
He's fast.
Oh, you were at 1 health. You were at 1 fucking health. I'll look over there. No! Oh god damn it. I bet I was super close again.
It was actually pretty good there.
Good push though, good push. Come here. Come here! No chance you do it again.
I see stars.
God, where did you come from? Garr.
I kind of jumped up behind the pillar and all ate around it. Okay,
stop killing me so much. You're making me get louder, and it's gonna wake up Aubrey, and she's gonna have some words. Your shotgun.
Excellent.
Is that
Hold on. I'm turning it on. I'm getting better as we speak. Get out of here. Asshole.
You can make you pay for that.
Oh. Okay, at least I got something. That's what I'm saying. We're bringing it back, baby. I'll shoot myself before I shoot you, just to give you a fighting chance. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I fell. Hold up. Give me a sec. Reset. Ring around the rosy.
Pocket full of rockets.
Righteous.
Whoa. Oh, you stinker. No,
Gimme!
Oh, nice shots. Oh, I knew it.
Get some air!
Something about the way those tri-bolts sunk into my flesh really drove it home.
Ooh, nice rail.
Thank you. I tried.
Juice it up, baby.
70. Hold on. I've hit you for a lot. Get back here. Oh, that would have hit you if it wasn't the wall.
Ah!
You gotta stop with the negative waves, man. You're just bringing us down.
I'm trying to mathematically keep track of everything. Oh my god! doing? You had me on the ropes. Come back. I'm out of here. Never mind. Oh, there's a cat. There's a cat. There's a kitty cat. There's a cat.
Prepare for an epic beatdown!
5-minute warning.
I blame that one on the cat. He's trying to get me to come to bed. Around this time of night, he gets antsy if I'm not laying down. Not that he lays down with me. He'll run around the apartment for another hour or two.
Yep, that's drunk.
But
That was laggy.
Man, I need
That was what?
my balls,
I
bro.
shot you around the corner.
Yeah, it was some
Buckshot,
fucking,
man.
That was some fucking
Stopwatch.
wanted level shit there.
Buckshot's got some homing powers, man. I'm stuck on the wall.
I saw that. Your leg was moving, but his face was just like, uh-oh, that's unfortunate.
I just stood there not processing it. Oh, did something just happen?
Anarki was kind of doing that on the last map where he wasn't, oh, Jesus, nice rockets.
This
Anarki was doing it in the last one where I wasn't getting the CPA, he was just kind of like bouncing weirdly and like not turning.
There's, hold on, kitty. He's touching everything on my desk. Literally everything he can.
Father, I will shut this machine down, go to bed.
Alright, I'm good. Oh no, now I'm lagging. Okay, I'm good.
Woo!
How did you stay?
Oh, what? That rocket fucking like snaked. It went back and forth and it came back again. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on. I'm watching on. Oh, shit, I was watching.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's
I
okay.
noticed it as I shot. I was like, oh, he's not moving.
I'm good.
Nice LG.
Good mojo sent
Thank
my
you.
way.
Reanimation.
Ow, goddamn.
I got this. Oh, no. I don't got this.
Fuck! Come on!
Gun, give me a gun.
Please. Oh no. Why is it lagging and coming and going?
Whoa, Judder. Ah!
He predicted it.
Okay, whoa, come on. That second rocket went literally right through the pillar. Like, right through the middle of the pillar.
That was
Hold
brutal.
on, I'm watching it. Oh yeah.
It should impact on the other side, but instead, it fucking went right through the pillar and I got an head.
What? Please leave me alone.
Fuck. Nice rail.
I get. You're not dead? What? Oh fuck. Fuck a dog. Give me. No, I hate it. Grr, I'm so angry. Ah, fuck.
Blood is like fireworks up in here.
You're making me
Ooh, that was
go
fast.
into my Scottish accent. Give me here with your floor.
Woo!
Get fucking
Crash and burn, baby.
fuck it.
Get fucked!
Bollocks you. Give me him. Hold on, I'm spinning. The room is spinning.
Teammates
I'm drunk.
Piss off! This is our turn!
Oh my god, I fucked your face!
I know, I felt it. I'm very sore.
stars.
Uh-oh. I'll just be here. Well played, well played. That was game 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not my game right there. 20% accuracy. That is the lowest I've had in months. Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Anarki on Nath is pretty gnarly if you get a good flow with him, just because he's got the CPM. It's a very vertical level with a lot of like corridors and turns and shit. There was a couple times I made a full round and got both items. Well, you were kind of just diddling in one area.
That's what I'm doing, man. I'm diddling around in a single corner before I can figure out how to get out.
Because I could hear where you were, because Visor's stompy ass legs.
Yeah.
Surprised you didn't just hear the hoverboard going around the level. Because it's not quiet either.
Yeah, man, my surround sound speakers really aren't helping me here.
I
know
don't have
what's up
the
with that.
audio I used to, just because the headset's dying, and then like the first part that died was the USB sound enhancer that was really, really good for Quake and getting the positional audio. It was nice for Valheim too, like the ocean sounds were really nicely immersive and hearing a lot of the other stuff and where things were in the forest. So I'm on the 3.5 jack with it now, and then it's been slowly dying, where, you know, even though I got the better upgraded mic a little while ago, that should still be okay. I think the whole headset's just going, fuck you! So that's another thing we got to get soon, as a replacement for the Cloud S I've got.
Now, on that match, I was interrupted almost 3 times by a cat, alright? Now, if that hadn't have happened, I would have survived maybe 1 extra time. My aim, probably 2% better, at the very least. But when the cat's here, I'm panicking. I'm firing in every direction. I'm an absolute death ball.
Death ball. Well, we'll see. We're gonna do one of the no-rail maps. The more open one, though. Fuck the dark side. It's fun sometimes, but it really just turns into a rocket shotgun funnel of death. Because it's just a figure 8 of small corridors, especially if you put it on like a deathmatch or team deathmatch or something. It's just rocket spam.
Shock it, rock gun fuddle. I love it. Oh my god, our rock gun. That would be a devastating weapon right there.
Oh, you motherfucking!
You just get blasted with a rock and your character is just dazed.
looks vaguely at the person that shot it with like a, oh, fuck you.
They've just got like a Fallout Fat Boy launcher, but it's just loaded with rocks.
Well, there was like the thing that I thought was funny. I love in 4 is the junk jet.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can just fire any random thing from it. I have one other spin-off character I want to do, and I have Fallout 4 on both. I've got the Game of the Year one on Xbox, so I've got everything for it. And I've got the base one on PC, then I'm going to get the Automaton and then Wasteland Workshop so I can do some customization there. But I don't want to leave Commonwealth on that one. I'm just going to run a bunch of alts there. With varying like worlds and shit like that, because I enjoy getting into kind of doing the base building a little bit. It was like the precursor to Valheim where I could really base build.
Yeah.
But I do like customizing the settlements and like that kind of RP of building the wasteland, of setting up the supply lines, which settlements are fortified. Followers, once I've like kind of ground them up, got their reputation up, got them some good gear and shit like that, like I will sort of assign them to follow up to different settlements as part of the security detail there, more or less. Like
Now,
one of the ones that got me that idea was the Slog in 4. It's the Ghoul Run Tarberry farm. It was an automatic go-to, was like, because especially because of what his cause is too, is about like the mistreated people, specifically ghouls, because he is one Hancock. Is that you're going to be like their fucking protector general guy, and then when we want to go hang out, I do have other people on defense. I built some robots that I had put there and shit like that. I had to, that save file got corrupted, so I've got to build back up to it on the Xbox. But yeah.
I always forget that Fallout has that community building aspect, which I'm really interested in. I think that concept is
that's one of the
really
things
cool.
where like a lot of people bitched about, there's no role playing in 4. It's just like, it's not the traditional sense. They slim that down, yes, but there's more of a social sense of role playing, and you get to shape the world, and that's a fairly hefty role playing game idea.
Yeah, no, that's
of
so
being able
cool.
to shape the civilizations and how that wasteland develops and runs. It's a
I
really
love
interesting evolution to the idea of how the Fallout RP is, and like that's what, aside from it being much more playable and fun to just play and like visually gorgeous. Like, I get it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland, but 4 Reeds is a post-apocalyptic wasteland, but it's also varied and interesting and gorgeous and kind of lush in certain areas in a post-apocalyptic way.
I think in a subtle way I never really realized. I love building your community, like choosing and equipping NPCs to become better, upgrading their places to benefit yourself, that kind of thing. And honestly, that tracks all the way back to Pokemon Black 2, I think. They had like it was somewhere in the middle where you would pass, every time you would pass someone else who was also playing Pokemon Black 2, they would visit your place, and you could have them run a specific kind of shop that would give different benefits, so that when other people visited, they could also accrue those benefits. And as people used it, you upgraded those places, and more NPCs came through, and the area just looked busier and busier and busier. And I fucking loved that. That was so cool.
Oh, did you poke through any more ideas that you might want to, tweak on your visor's looks? Because there are a couple other color skins that have purple in them, and then there's the other bits and bobs of his, actual skin piece variants you can get.
I really do like it as is right now. It's very much my vibe, which is pretty much simple but purple. I'm pretty sure that describes everything I make, is simple but purple. And the next thing I want to use my shards for is to get Doom. I want to get Doom.
Fair.
I've
prioritized with shit like that in the beginning too, whereas I wanted to get somebody, but like I'd eyeballed other things on characters I was already playing. I was like, okay, I will come back and get you at some point because I want to add that. It was like, that's the final look I want to have for the character.
Yeah. Generally, I just need to make sure that I'm actually coming in every day so I can actually get stuff. And now that it's on Steam, that's way easier. Yeah, that's way easier for me.
It takes like 25 seconds, depending on how quickly your shit'll boot up when it's actually in Quake. 25 seconds, 2 minutes, roughly in there to just go, yep, collect that, see what the dailies are. If you got time, sometimes you can smash other dailies, and like that grinds your level up and smash off challenges. If you can get the battle pass too, obviously you get a lot more shards. But if you manage to accrue a 1,000 of the platinum thingies, the little coins with the Quake symbol on them, you can. That's the battle pass. Okay, I'm gonna start the match. And as far as the trading aspect of this whole series goes, like, definitely seeing the improvement. You were more consistently winning or beating to items or beating little gunfights. Even in just the fact that we don't have a full, like, training thing, even just in the Nemesis duels with Wally, like, I've been seeing him get better. I still have yet to outright win a full set with Strog. But the last one
Yeah.
was the closest one because like literally every game was pretty much overtime.
It comes and goes.
The first one wasn't overtime, but it was like a second and a half, 2 seconds off.
You could probably tell I am extremely inconsistent in gameplay. There are times where
Everybody has bad days too.
I will nail you with 3 rails in a row, or I will spin around at Mach speed in the middle of a room while you just strafe around me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Man.
Or I'll get stuck on a fucking wall and not go anywhere at all. That's also an option.
Remember, it's the small bridge with the hourglasses where you can get out to do the ritual here. If it'll let me jump right there.
Yes. Yeah.
By heavy. It's like that's the
Gotta
only
stop
place
with
you can
the
actually
negative
do it.
waves,
You can
man.
technically
Just
kind of do
bringing
it
us
near
down.
Mega with the spine, but you got to catch a really weird bounce with it and probably be.
Yeah,
a CPMA
can't you
character.
use the jump pad to get over?
Okay, maybe if you're a CPM, like I think you gotta be a CPMA character to just get that forward momentum in the air.
Whatever.
To get
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh, come on! Yes! Okay, I went over the edge. It counts.
The
I was
intent
about
was
to
there.
die.
You were over. Yeah, you were over the out of the bounds. Just hadn't, fully clicked in.
Perish. Suffer.
Oh my god! Nice LT.
Grind your face into the
And that was
pavement.
fucking. You gotta be low though. That was 3-point blank fucking SSGs.
I was so committed to that. I knew I had it. I gotta go refill my LG now. Not that that's where I am, because it's not. Don't. Yeah, I'm not here. I'm out of here. There's no portal here.
No, there's no back portal.
Whoa. Blood.
Just saw you walk backwards and I waited and I was like, I wonder how long it's gonna be till he realizes. Oh
I
shit.
could use some good money.
Oh what? From that far?
I got 12. I hit you for 12. That's all it needs.
I had more health than that though.
Oh, hey, welcome back. Ah, fuck, you picked up the thing, the bad thing, the thing that isn't good for me.
Woo!
Okay, fine. Hey, rude. You want to pick up heavy, too?
Yep. Told you, he's fast.
You greedy man.
Also, right, I have a lot less armor than you. Oh, that should have been.
Ow! Fuck. Woo!
Get high on the smell of
God damn, he came out of nowhere. Ow. Oh my god!
Excellent.
If I don't move, you can't hear me.
I'm not a T-Rex. Ow, nails! Jesus!
Get bit.
Right, I
Like
forgot
I
they
said-
buffed. I forgot they buffed those.
You also forgot that I practiced with the lasso tool before this. Don't you love when you shoot a rocket down to jump and then you don't go anywhere, so you just end up hurting yourself?
Yep.
Haha, I didn't go that way. That was close. Where are you going? Don't touch that. Don't touch that. No, come here. Come here.
Oh man, did you see that?
I don't know how that didn't touch you. I was inside of you.
That's CPMA.
Juice it up.
Come here.
What?
Oh my god.
Bite me, dude.
I'll take it, I guess.
All the nails there you didn't get hit by, and the fucking shotgun sniped me from that far. What?
God, I kind of prefer the regular shotgun to the super shotgun.
I mean, I've done it with the super shotgun too. I've hit people from kind of a ridiculous distance. I hear you. Like my head?
Oh God, he's here.
Nice. Stars.
No! Oh!
Out!
You shotgun having knave. Don't you dare, don't you fucking dare. I'm gonna murder you. Oh my God! You're gonna murder me.
Yep.
Just grab the bull by the horns and ride that beautiful bastard to
Alright, I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna murder you.
I promise this time, right?
Never mind.
God,
You have a stronger
your
shotgun.
Face!
Nope, that was an SSG. Oh!
It showed up as SSG. Oh my fucking God, Jesus Christ, put down the shotgun maybe a little bit. Hold on,
Okay.
I'll hit a shot if I just keep holding the button.
Knock it off!
If I just keep holding the button, it'll hit you eventually. And I sure do hope he doesn't come up here. Alright, I'll step in fire. Whoa. Ooh, I made it. Okay, now I'm ready. Where are you? Hey, don't do that again. Oh,
Okay.
well, you didn't.
That was sick!
Appreciate it. Get out of here. No! Fuck, I'm not gonna be allowed to sleep tonight.
I can't go to sleep tonight.
Oh, no. My game. Oh, you use your ability? I can do that too.
You're supposed to get your health back though.
Yeah, that's what you think. Where did he go, he wondered. Where could he be? Well, with 4 health, he's hiding.
Oh man, this is great! Juice it up, baby.
Not very well. Did I mention that I always lost hide and seek? Damn it, with
Look
5
out
damage on
below!
the super shotgun. Alright, fine. Where'd you go? I'm going for real this time. Come. God, if you can stop juicing for 1 second, you are addicted. You're going down.
Come through!
I can't find you at all. Stop.
Oh!
Yes!
Well, you Piss off already!
Finally. Oh, sweet, sweet vengeance. Now to get 9 kills in a minute and 15 seconds.
I see.
Alright, alright. It's my turn. No, I didn't fucking get it! Asshole!
Oh, man! Pure tits!
And...
What?
Alright.
Bail out!
I swear that went through a fucking wall.
You know, I trust you do the same for me on my own stream. Not that we have a deal or anything. Don't worry about that, chat.
I didn't even say face, right?
Oh, yeah. Alright, that one will be $5. Here I go. That's a 20. Expect my payment.
It was funny too because it was after I could stop moving and the first place came up and then it went cha-ching. Yes.
I expect my payment in the form of several installments over the next few months. Preferably by unmarked cash. Thank you.
Hey, who we got lurking? 420, 1 F1 TC. Sorry, I'm a little stoned. 001. Kitten rescue. All roads lead to the farm. Alien gathering. Unless there's anybody else that's not showing. Not which against anybody. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Even if you're just lurking, a lurk is still a lurk, and I love you for it. You don't have to say hi in chat. I do encourage you to. And if I happen to just seen you and called you out, don't feel like you have to chat or, you know, I'm trying to force you to chat or get out or anything. You can just lurk. Lurk is perfectly fine. I just want you to know that I see you and I appreciate you being here. Oh, damn. Half pooped on me again. Alrighty. You got a map pick?
Oh, do I? I don't. Let's see. What do I like? I like the stormy one with the boat.
Tempest Shroud.
Because on that map, I can stay far, far away from you and never be heard. You know what? We know the loading screen's going to take forever. I'm going to go back and see if I can clip that moment. Right at the end of that last one.
I think mod powers allow you to clip for a longer period too, like for a longer window. Like from a longer window, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like right away.
Really? Yeah, it definitely does. You are correct on that.
I picked up on it recently with some just hanging out in Grim and some of the other streams that were the mods were grabbing clips from a little bit farther back and like throwing it as a clip.
Oh, it's a good moment. It's a good moment. Uh,
Yeah, Corrupted's had some pretty good fucking moments lately. There was a lot of good. Both the good Strog moments were the Peeker plays. Well, there was a good Peeker play on Awoken as well, but kind of in last second in the air one. But they were on Corrupted. The favorite Wally noise from that got me there because I made him go like full opera singer. He was trying to sneak up around where the hourglasses are in through the window, and I had slid under and dropped right on top of Mega, then plopped Peeker out, went out the other side, kind of dropped it low, and then came up, and he turned around at the last second because he heard it, just saw Peeker rushing him. It just made this high-pitched, just noise. Died. I died. And then the other one that was really funny was on Awoken. We made a little push near Rocket, and then I went from low, and he went from high towards heavy. And I came at him with the LG, he hit me a couple times, and then jumped backwards and missed the heavy armor. And he goes, "I didn't get it!" And then I killed him, he goes, "I didn't get it!" And then Strog's, it's just one of his lines that he does say sometimes when he kills you, but it was a hilarious one because he replied to Wally and went, "How sad for you." Well, because there is the the other one that's like full purple like that is the metallic purple, which I think you might still be able to get. We'll see. They'll probably roll it back in at some point because they've been doing that with certain things that are older to try to get some of the newer players to catch up on stuff. Plus, you have the chance of getting it out of a random loot box that you get when you sign in daily. But yeah, there's the like full kind of metallic Warley looking purple. Strog is the orange of that because I made a sort of cultural reference joke and mixed it with the Quake joke because the kill as Strog enemies drop these little orange glowy health bonus things called Stroyan. It's a nutrient meat paste basically that the Strog exists on. Yes, so his loadout basically with all the weapon skins and like his skin and everything is Stroyan orange.
As a college student, that's pretty much what I live on too. I feel that.
Lively empathic pancake smoocher. Some of these names sometimes that like the randomly generated just handles that Twitch assigns for the fucking different clips are like, what the fuck?
I've gotten one that says Charlie the Unicorn. Like I don't know where they pull all this from. Because Charlie the Unicorn is, I'm pretty sure, pretty much a trademarked thing.
Yeah, I thought at this point it kind of was.
And
I mean, even though like it's a meme and everybody references it, but
it doesn't seem like they would just say Charlie the Unicorn. It seems like they have Charlie and Unicorn, and it just possibly got that way. One of my clips yesterday is Furious Nimble Mule Doo Doo Doo.
Yar, avast, ahoy, me pirate ship! The ritual is complete!
Faithful racy apple lit fam.
Yeah, some of them are just like, what the fuck? Twitch, are you okay?
Honestly, I kind of love it. I think it's hilarious.
Ooh, I got some serious air on that one.
bent.
This is honestly like one of the. This one and like Awoken are really nice, or not Awoken, sorry, Deep Embrace are really nice for just kind of being pretty to like just watch the ocean. This one's like a stormy ocean with really cool waves and shit, and like that foreboding light tower in the distance. You know what this one actually kind of reminds me a little bit of with the coast and some of like the way it looks with the wreck ships and the docks.
What does it remind you of?
Dragon Age Inquisition.
It reminds me of Dead Cells.
Because it reminds me a little bit of the Storm Coast.
Do you
This feels like
do you
a
do
wicked
any
hangover coming
roguelikes?
on.
Any sorry?
Or is that do you do any roguelikes, or is that not your vibe?
It's kind of seeped into other games and stuff. Like there's a tiny little bit of it in how Project Warlock works. I think that's technically a little bit in the way like how
Don't fight me.
Darkest
I've
Dungeon
got some
works.
beginning lag.
Yeah, I saw a little like spiky thing up in the corner there.
Like, don't shoot me. I'm just kind of bouncing around until the lag goes away. Dead Cells is pretty much my favorite roguelike game.
It was definitely a game that I looked at and was like, this is a trauma game. Like,
I love it. I love
I
it.
forgot that's fucking closed off in the duo mode, like, because that's the team mode. I'm so used to this one usually coming up as a team mode one, so that it's a little expanded.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't do roguelikes on stream, but I really like doing them in my free time. I've actually
They
just
do fairly well on streaming. I've noticed, like, there's a fairly big Twitch following for a lot of like roguelikes or roguelite. I prefer like on the way like I prefer more roguelite where it's got some of the elements of it where it's but it's not as kind of
I'm good to go. By the way.
RNG. Okay. Terrible.
Whoa.
Terrible. I don't know how it didn't hit you, but more.
This is a place I can be. Oh my god, I can't stop shooting. I can't stop shooting.
Oh no. I think I had that the other day too.
I pressed the left click and it just kept shooting rockets over and over.
Please kill me.
Oh, you've kind of faded behind a pillar and disappeared. I'm still lagging for some reason.
Ah. There's a little judder there too. He just kind of continued forward momentum when I was trying to turn him.
I'm trying to close a couple things down.
Fair. Woo. Practice my runs. I've finally sort of gotten used to the fact that on the dual version, the pirate ship is where they put HNG and they switch it with rocket. Because of the regular, I'm used to rocket being out on the pirate ship. Nice rail. Nice rail. A little questionable on where it landed, but nice rail. Oh, that should have hit. Ah! Back spike!
Feeling it.
Oh, that's terrible. That one just missed though.
Oh, come on. There we go. Where are you?
Ah!
You know what? I'm feeling
I found
pretty
it.
good right now. I'm gonna chill for a while.
I am not doing well. Stay away from me.
Excellent!
That'll do. That'll do. At least I'm not near you anymore. Nice shot. Nice shot. Don't do it again. Well done, but don't do it again.
That was so rad.
I can't argue. I did not tell you not to do that.
It was different.
I was gonna complain. Oof.
Oh, that was low for some reason. Oh,
Prepare
Ow, my toes.
for an epic beatdown.
tootsies!
5-minute warning.
All right, 5-minute warning. That means it's time for me to sit back, relax, and dominate.
Watch.
You're going for mega. I already picked it up. You're over there now. That's not where I wanted to be. Oh my god.
Nice rail.
Oh, thank you.
Juice it up, baby. Whoa! The
Yeah, all right.
floor is like
Let me bend
fireworks
over
up in
and
here.
present my hole for you to stuff that in. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't do it again. Please.
Oh!
Coming through.
I didn't even get time to save me alone. God damn. Where did my aim go, man?
Woo!
I can't hit a single shot. Well, I mean, technically I am being paid well for this, but... I mean, oh no! I can't hit a single shot. How's my act?
C-list.
I'll take it. I didn't advertise any higher than that. Die!
Ah!
You gotta stop with the negative waves, man.
There we
They're
go.
Just bringing us down.
Ow! Just give me a haircut.
I see. Stars.
Nice rocket.
Thank you.
Oh, come on! It lagged my fucking shot. I clicked it before you even turned.
Oh, likely story.
Come on, game.
Yeah, a couple of it.
Ah!
Oh my god. Okay, you're over there.
Whoa.
I am safety. Don't touch that. Yeah, you robber. Hey.
Oh, whoa, no, oh, that is bad touch, bad touch.
Nice rocket, Jesus. Ah!
That was
Nice
brutal.
shot.
1-minute warning.
What? Oh, come on, game!
You know, a few extra cents in the Venmo. I wouldn't mind. Oh no, lagging! No, lagging! No!
Oh, come on!
I was at 4 frames a second. I could not see a goddamn thing.
So much damage.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh no! Oh lordy! No, I was at like 2-0.
Hits.
Pure tits. Ow! Jesus!
Eat my
Oh, give me an
balls,
extra
bro.
minute, man. I turned it on.
I see.
You win.
You lose. Whatever. I just saw the deposit came through. Thank you. I can do one more. I think you've won 3 out of 5 so far. But, you know, if I can win this next one, I'll if you're down, if you're down, you can do another one. If I win this next one, I feel pretty good about that. It's better than I usually do.
All right. I think I know where we're finishing. It is the hour of the tower.
Ah, all right. We always get one of these in our set, and it is a pretty solid map.
There's a lot of parts of this one that remind me of Quake 3 maps too. The pillar section, there's a version of that in a couple different Quake 3 maps. By Heavy. And there's a couple of them that are out by Rail. I think I'm bringing Clutch back out the next episode.
Killing my groove, man.
All right.
Get him some.
Right as I'm getting used to Anarchy, I see how it goes.
Well, this is Anarchy's third time out. Clutch has only been out
That's
once.
true. That's true.
You know, and the one.
Oh,
Anarchy
how
I
will I
did
ever
was
find a
featured
place
Slash
to
in it, too.
commit the ritual?
Prepare to
As soon as
fight.
that- Tower is like probably the easiest one to do it. Fucking everywhere. It's a tower, like everywhere.
Round begins in 3,
I found a place.
1.
I'm gonna grind your face into the pavement.
Did I ever show you the dope fish here, by the way? It's a
Yes.
like a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
quick
yeah.
reference. I showed Wally the other day.
I need my beginning of round grace period while my computer figures out how to exist in the map. I don't understand what's going on.
I thought you ended up over there. Oh, that's right. This
Yeah,
is back, right?
I went through the
Back goes
teleporter.
there. The back goes over there? I thought it was a different spot that it went.
Yeah, the back goes right here. It comes out right here.
I thought it was somewhere up higher that it took you.
And if you go in the front, it takes you to the pillar. If you go over, it takes you back here.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was up higher that it took you. You good? Your computer interesting?
I'm good whenever we're not fighting. Like when when we were just doing that, going over the portal, it was fine. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
All right.
I'm gonna split out over here, and then attack.
Whoa.
That should have hit. Come on.
Man,
Fuck.
I need a hit.
Oh, there he goes. Jesus! Oh my God! Nice shots.
Lead taken.
I was not ready for a fight. I thought you were across the map by then.
Anarki is fast. The only character that's flat out faster probably is Slash. Oh, that didn't launch you?
I'm
Come
feeling pretty
on.
good right now.
No, I just got a
I'm gonna
little
chill
hop.
for a while.
I got big
It
clump of
literally,
feet. We
it
know this.
literally caught you right under the feet as you were like landing at the edge. I'm so surprised it didn't hit you.
I see stars.
Almond Collective.
I questioned all of that, dude. You took so many of those. Thank you.
Well, dude, I only questioned that last shot, honestly. If I had to. Oh. Hey, let's calm down. That gun uses a lot of power. You gotta refill the batteries.
Oh man!
God damn it. I cannot shoot for the life of me.
Juice it up, baby. I got this. Oh no!
Ah!
This sucks.
That was a fucking Kirby rocket if I ever saw one. Nice rail. Come back around, take another shot to see you go. Yeet!
I'm a professional sniper. I'm always aware of my surroundings. I can sense the slightest wind change from a fly's wings.
Can smell a bee fart at 50 yards.
Crash and burn, baby.
Where are you at? I mean, to be fair, I have not left a 100-meter radius to find you, but still, I wonder.
Surprise!
Pitch it.
Hold on, stay where you are. I'll be right there.
Hold that thought!
We'll pick this up in a moment. Wait a darn second. I think I heard a teleport.
5-minute warning. Stopwatch.
Oh.
Impressive.
I fucking damn it. I could see you through the wall and I still can't hit you.
Whoa.
Ah.
That was totally radical.
Surprise!
I was debating whether or not to pull the. Oh, what are you up to? I'm chilling over here with Heavy. Oh man, you keep jumping right over these.
Bleh! Oh my god! Fuck. Fuck! What?
That'll do.
How did neither of those hit you?
Okay, a little more damage would be great.
What?
You gotta stop with the negative waves, man. You're just bringing us down.
Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Oh god, where do I go?
Bag these shoobies.
That was unfortunate. Alright. Do it, go for it. Ah, there, alright. Haha, you're stupid. Oh wait, no wait.
You are the
The
stupid.
blood is like fireworks up in here.
I know exactly what's gonna help this situation. I'm turning up my DPI, baby. Jesus. I can't.
Okay. I've got a highlight that
Okay, back down, back down.
You came around the corner at like 7:20. Oh my god!
Sit up, baby.
Like, I will beat you to the power of interpretive dance. Hiya! Oh! Hannibal, thank you for the raid! He just missed a hilarious moment. Oh, what? Fuck, shit, cock! Monkey! Gotcha!
Oh man, this is
It's rude to call me those things.
Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, shit. When you just missed it, I've got to go back and pull something as a highlight later. Trauma decided I'm gonna turn. Here's my winning strategy. I'm gonna turn on my DPI. Okay, fly around the corner. It's 7:20 at nothing. It was. I died.
Gimme.
When I woke up from that blackout there, I
Yeah.
I was on the edge of the map, about to fall off. Oh god.
Oh, what?
I am
Whatever.
at 1 health.
Oh!
I fucking shot myself. And just tenderizing the meat, it's fine.
Just tenderize the meat.
Ah, you asshole, you're waiting there. Oh no. I boosted myself over the book bounce pad.
Just grab the bull by the horns and ride. Ride that.
How's everybody
beautiful
doing tonight? I hope your stream
bastard
is
till
good,
your hands
Hannibal.
are bleeding And your crotch feels like it got kicked in by a
Cock a lot of your exes. I hope that's not lagging.
Oh hey. What's up, man? I just saw your head.
Sweet.
Oh man. All in the name of good content, right?
You win.
I saw your little head poke over the wall and stay absolutely stationary. I didn't even have the urge to shoot it.
And just turned to look and make sure the chat was actually functioning properly. And then it's like, oh! Okay, well, I'm expecting a rail any second now that we're moving again. So, rocket, bonk. Oh my god.
I saw that on stream, it made it even better. You couldn't see where the rocket hit. I just flew out
No,
of
they
nowhere.
just, whee! What? Oh, he's gone. It's a nice closer.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was fun.
I do really appreciate the raid very much. unfortunately, this is at the closing tail end of the stream. I will be back later on with some Doom 64. I'm gonna raid to somebody else for a little bit. Kind of grab this, chill for a minute, get all set up to do 64 because that's on the Xbox, so I have to turn that on, cast it over, make sure that's all going good. Reshuffle the titles and stream information and get the promo out for that. But I do very much appreciate the raid. What'd you play tonight, Hannibal? I gotta figure out how to set up one of those things that'll like read what the person was playing. Or last streaming.
The shout out command.
Yeah, find a way to kind of just work it into my shit somewhere where like when I do it, or like you give something else to somebody, like a basic shout out, maybe put it that way just to give a hey, they were playing this, and maybe stick one of those clip things to it. Like I'll still keep my personal shout outs for people, certain people, but yeah, figure out if I can do one of the general ones through Nightbot and see if it pulls the clips. I know those are generally through I think OBS or Streamlabs, but I can see if I can get it to work with Gamecaster. So this is Quake Champions, guys. I do play this fairly often. I've got this kind of training dual stream going with Trauma, where we train his main visor with a light, a medium, and a heavy dedicated champion. So Anarky's the light, Aizen is the medium, Clutch is the heavy. Clutch will be in next time. Clutch was in last time for the first time ever. And I've had a couple bonus features. I brought in Ranger as a guest character for a little bit in Season 1, bringing in for Season 2. I let Trauma witness the full fury of my main, the Doomslayer. And then Anarky's second episode in, I had a featurette in the middle where we did one match, bringing my secondary main, Slash, in. And then I've got some other smaller, in terms of overall contents, less sprawling, less kind of open-ended Nemesis sets ones that I do, where we just kind of pick a dedicated one Quaker, one champion, pick there are 5 or 6 different maps to do, and then you always run those maps. Maybe mix up the order, but it's just the 5 or 6 maps and who wins the set. Just for a little bit more direct and kind of push out some fun dual content, banter and shit like that. Got one going with Trauma. We have to put a second episode into it, but we've both been fairly busy of late, so scheduling is a fun thing. Let me see who I do have to raid to, though. But as always, everyone, even if you've been lurking, and for raiders, I know you just caught the tail end of it, but the VOD will be up soon if you want to watch what happened previously. There is a couple highlights that have been pulled already. I'm going to go back and pull some more from some of the fun, crazy shit that happened. I hope, as always, that the content's been stimulating and satisfying to your id. Support how we come here when I play these games. Bonus, giggle points because it's a NID franchise. Let's refresh that list real quick, make sure it's actually good, because, Twitch is derpy sometimes. All right, let's, I want to keep it in kind of the competitive FPS setting, because it's now, yes, it's rolled over to Saturday, but it's FPS Friday content tonight. Let's go raid Whammy. I'm going to give a little shout out to. And of course, I will give another shout out to the boy, who was my stream partner for tonight. And make the raid call. Everyone get your shields and axes ready, because it's time to fucking raid. Whammy is playing some Apex, which he got into recently, and I have a couple other friends that play Apex, in which I was discussing actually earlier with Trauma. I've got a couple games that I've kind of rolled into my Discord setup to accommodate various members of my community that I have gathered through other Twitch communities that a lot of them play COD or Apex. I don't play either, but it was like, hey, you guys, and I just know you guys are looking for thirds or full squads sometimes, here's a little place where you can kind of meet up and expand your pool of people to play with. Because I care about your gaming experiences too. I want you to enjoy it, and I want you to have fun, and you guys both play this game, you're both pretty good at it, you're both enjoyable personalities. Have fun with that. Anyway, let's get this raid off to Whammy. But again, thank you everybody for coming. Even if you were just lurking, a lurk is a lurv, and I still lurk you for it. I encourage you to talk and chat. I like to engage with people, but you don't have to. Sometimes I lurk myself. Maybe we just be busy, have it open in a tab in the background while I'm gaming or doing something. If I happen to look through the player list, or the viewer list, I'm paying attention to games right now, my brain's like, players, no, wrong thing. The viewer list, and I call out your name and thank you for being here. You don't have to talk to me. Like, I'm not saying talk to me or get the fuck out. Like, you can lurk, dude. That's cool. I just want to let you know that I see you, and I want to thank you for coming by. Like, it means something to me. Even if you just lurk for 5 minutes, kind of go, not my speed, and leave. I was still interesting enough for you to check out, or, you know, hang out for a little bit after the raid, or like in the raid too. Like, that is something that means something to me. Even though you just came, you might have just been like to support Hannibal and like, okay, I don't really give a shit about this, whatever. That's fine. That's your prerogative. But that means something too. It's you're dedicated to the streamer that you watch. That means that says something about you as a person. That you're hang around, let them get off a good healthy raid to boost their channel and another channel and just the social nature of what Twitch is. And I appreciate that too. Anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I keep babbling. Let's get this raid going. But I wanted to get the thank yous and everything out of the way, make sure, even though you guys were here for a short time, that I expressed that it means something to me that you even came at all and you hung out and watched some of the tail end of the duel shenanigans. Of which there will be more. And yeah, we've got other stuff going. I've got the about section, kind of what's going on in terms of ongoing content or features for my different theme days. And I'm trying to work into getting that set back up as a schedule because new job, new schedule, adjusting things, shit like that, bouncing around lately. Anyway, let's raid the fucking thing. See you later, guys.